Here now is Mike Rowe, host of How America Works here at the Fox Business Network, along as he's the host of Dirty Jobs. Mike, listen, thanks for joining me. And I got to tell you, the kids that I interviewed were so excited that you were going to see their package because they say Mike Rowe is the voice of our movement and our industry. But do you find this interesting, Mike, that you have to have businesses come together and say, if we're going to sell young people on, manufacturing and welding, we have to do it ourselves. And high school is too late. They were saying we have to convince parents and teachers and counselors in middle school to actually just get them to consider our jobs.
That guy, John Peterson, he couldn't have hit the nail on the head harder. The industry has done a terrible job of making a truly persuasive case to the kind of kids that we're talking about. It has to be super proactive because what he's pushing against right now is a long list of myths and misperceptions and stigmas and stereotypes that affirmatively keep kids from pursuing these careers. My foundation's helped over 1,400 people get the kinds of skills that you're talking about. Probably a third of the people we assist are welders. In fact, just last week, I was on Fox and Friends with Chloe Hudson, a 28-year-old scholarship recipient who's making a very steady six-figure income year after year at Joe Gibbs Aerospace welding. So, yeah, the industry needs to do a better job of making a case for the opportunities that exist. But we're part of that too, Sean. We're in the media and we can shine our light in a lot of different places. Congrats on doing a great story. We have to get these people front and center. We have to let them tell their stories because the evidence demands a verdict. And the evidence is in. There are a lot of good jobs out there, 11 million open positions right now as we speak. It's crazy to keep pushing so many kids into a four-year situation that they simply can't afford.
I saw the segment that you did on Fox and Friends, and even here, as I came in, these are 18 and 22-year-old young girls that literally, I'm not supposed to ask, but I'm like, how much do you guys weigh? They don't weigh 100 pounds, and they're there welding and doing a great job, right? This is a field that's open for everybody, and what I found interesting in this package, which I didn't actually understand fully, was how disengaged the industry is, right? You can sit and complain about a lack of a workforce or lack of skill sets, but it's every manufacturer in America has to do what they're doing in central Wisconsin to engage their community, to actually bring them in, let kids and parents see, hey, this is a pretty cool work environment and there's great equipment that we use in here and people are having fun, but they're also making a lot of money. Isn't it really the industry and their engagement that's going to fix this problem?
Well, it's certainly going to be a part of it. But again, I think the first thing we have to do, Sean, honestly, is stop looking at the problem in a purely binary way. This is not just employers struggling to recruit and potential employees suffering because they lack the necessary skills. This is all of us. This is 330 million people who, last I checked, shared my addiction to smooth roads and runways and affordable electricity and indoor plumbing and buildings that stand up because they've been properly welded. We're all in this. And it was scary when there were 2, 3, 4 million open positions. With 11 million open jobs right now, the vast majority of which don't require a four-year degree, we have to, all of us, collectively rethink these bromides and platitudes and cookie-cutter advice when it comes to pushing people in one direction. Look, Dirty Jobs and How America Works, they do a good job of showing work as it really exists. They're entertainment programs.
Right.
But underneath of them right now is an opportunity for us to start connecting the dots. And those dots right there look like opportunity. Hard work is not the enemy, and skilled labor, it's in everybody's interest to have a balanced workforce.
Hey, Mike, as I talked to the kids, I was like, listen, do you guys actually really get dirty? And they were like, because I was going to give you some pushback that they didn't get that dirty. Like, oh my God, we're like black from head to toe, and we just have a little bit of white around our eyes where we had our goggles. And what's interesting, Mike, is the sparkle they had. They're actually doing good work. They're creating, and they're proud of their skill sets. And again, they go home dirty and have to take a shower, but they look at their day's work and go, I've got something to show for what I've done in the last 8 hours, which you can see the joy in their eyes and in their hearts.
And they know. They know they've confronted a stigma and a stereotype, and they know they have proven to their friends and their family and their guidance counselor that there is a way through this and that there is such a thing as prosperity that begins with the mastery of a skill that's in demand. That's still for sale. It's out there. And again, congrats on doing a great piece. I hope millions of people see it.
Yeah, thank you. And again, they love you. And they're grateful for all you do to promote the industry. One last point, my kids are singing that Santa's got a dirty job all the time. And I didn't know that you could sing, which is great. But I had to explain, why does Santa have a dirty job? And then they're like, oh, yeah, I guess Santa does have a dirty job. So great song. And thanks for making our Christmas a little brighter, Mike.
And thanks for the support of Fox. You know, that's the most downloaded song in the world as of last week. And all the money goes to charities that help close the skills gap. So
to a great cause.
Again, many thanks.
Awesome, brother. Thank you. All right, catch Mike Rowe on How America Works every Monday night right here on Fox Business at 8 p.m.